December in Kentucky. In fact, it's December everywhere. It is therefore time for cold weather paddling. And I can paddle year round here because the Ohio River, which is what I normally paddle on, stays open throughout the year. So I want to put some gloves on my paddle, on the shaft, to keep the wind and weather off of me. But historically, putting gloves on just your hand and then putting it on the paddle, it increases the circumference of the shaft and actually makes it a bit uncomfortable. And a lot of times the gloves will turn and twist on you. So I wanted to eliminate that. So I used a pair of welding gloves, and I opened up the seam on the left and right hand side, and I can now slide the paddle shaft right onto the glove. Let me show you the technical part of opening that up. So this is the other glove. It's inside out, and there's a seam right here and a seam here. So this is the small finger, this is the thumb area. All you do is you take a tool. You can either use a really sharp knife, or in my case I have a seam ripper, and you can open that seam from the bottom of the small finger down about an inch, and then turn the glove around, and right above the thumb, where the thumb connects to the outside edge of the glove, you open that seam up about 1 inch. Okay? After you've done that, you're going to want to reinforce where that seam has been opened. So right above that, you're going to re-stitch above the thumb here, at the thumb junction here, at the junction of the thumb here. So there's 3 points on this side. On this side, there's only 2. At the top area of the small finger, and then below, so that that seam doesn't continue ripping open. So after you do that, turn your glove back the right direction and go ahead and fit it onto your paddle, just like that. So the paddle shaft is actually running right in through the glove. And the nice feature about this too is, when you're not using it, say you're out because it started out being pretty chilly, you've been out for a few hours, it's getting warm, you don't need the gloves on anymore. Well, just take that glove, roll it up, wrap a bungee cord around it or a piece of rope, and slide it from where your hand is most comfortable, slide it inward, take your other glove, slide it next to it, and then you can go ahead and grab your paddle again. It does add a little bit of weight to the paddle, but in reference to, or the trade-off is having warm hands. So in my case, I'd rather have warm hands and a little bit of extra weight.